What is going on, guys? Everything Crypto here, back again with another video today. Today we're going to be discussing top 4 reasons why Ripple could overtake Bitcoin in 2018. As you can see, why there's been like a huge amount of talk around Ripple recently is because obviously the huge price increase. It's gone from like around 20 cents to $2.39 in the past month. So you can see here it was like 20 cents on the 13th of November. It's now 30th of December and it's gone up like over 10 times the amount. So that's like 1,000% on Ripple's price. Also, the market cap has obviously increased a lot. So it used to be at 7 billion, or no, nearly 8 billion when it was at 20 cents. Now it's at 92 billion, which is actually, it has overtaken Ethereum, which is, I believe that's the first time Ethereum's ever been overtaken in market cap, which is crazy. And why it could be a potential competitor to Bitcoin is because obviously it's close to half the market cap of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is obviously the original cryptocurrency. So like it's like the sort of the king of all Bitcoin, of all cryptocurrencies. So obviously Ripple's market cap being like half of that, that is kind of crazy how it's like kind of coming close to, I'm not going to say overtake Bitcoin, but it's sort of getting up there now, like half the market cap. That's quite a lot. So anyway, let's get into the top 4 reasons why Ripple could overtake Bitcoin in 2018. So the first reason is speed. So as you can see here in this first column here, Ripple only takes 3.3 seconds per transaction, whereas Bitcoin takes like 45 minutes. Bitcoin Cash takes 60 minutes. Even Dash, which is meant to be a very fast cryptocurrency, takes 15 minutes, which is obviously quite a short amount of time. For like, say, like banks, they take like days to do bank transfers. So 50 minutes is obviously quite quick, but in cryptocurrency terms, that's obviously kind of slow compared to Ripple at 3.3 seconds. Okay, the next reason, so number 2 for why Ripple's going to overtake Bitcoin is the cost per transaction. As you can see, this is a ridiculously low cost per transaction, 0.0004 cents, which is like pretty much nothing. As you see, Bitcoin, well, it says Bitcoin's here $1.88, but I think it's a bit outdated because it's now about $30 per Bitcoin transaction, which is just completely ridiculous, to be honest. Like, I'm not going to pay $30 to transfer $10 worth of Bitcoin. That's just stupid. I think these other prices are around correct. I know Litecoin's about 40 cents now. Ethereum's probably a couple dollars now, which is still a lot for a transaction. So say if you're going to transfer $10, they're going to take like 30% of it in Ethereum, and Litecoin take like 50 cents, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're transferring small amounts, it's obviously going to like add up. So yeah. The third reason why Ripple could overtake Bitcoin is because the scalability, so the amount of transactions per second. So with Ripple, it's doing 1,500 transactions per second, whereas Bitcoin does 16, Bitcoin Cash does 24, even Dash, the fast one, is doing 10, and Litecoin's doing 56, which is obviously a really low amount because, say if they wanted, if a lot more people got into these currencies, it wouldn't be able to like handle it because there'd be too many people, too many transactions. The whole network for these cryptocurrencies would be too slow. They'd always be getting clogged up with transactions. Whereas Ripple, obviously, a lot more people can get into it, and it would still be very scalable. 1,500 transactions per second is like a hell of a lot more than what these cryptocurrencies offer. So that's obviously a very good positive for Ripple, since if a lot more people get into it, it'll be better suited to it. Okay, the fourth reason is the huge investment from major banks. So as you can see here, American Express, Santander team up with Ripple. let me just pause this video. If you want a Ripple for cross-border payments via blockchain, which is completely like, that's huge. I don't think any cryptocurrency before has ever got investment from these big banks. So obviously they've got a lot of money, so that's like a very major reason why Ripple could potentially overtake Bitcoin, because the huge investments from banks, and obviously if banks get into it, that'll be mass adoption, the price will increase even more. So I think that's definitely a very like key point into how Ripple would overtake Bitcoin, because as you can see here, also Bitcoin dominance is at like an all-time low, 37.7%. It's very low for Bitcoin. The other day it was it was over 50% for Bitcoin, and now it's under 40%, which is just that's quite crazy for Bitcoin to be that low. I know that also other banks like in Asia and other parts of the world has invested in Ripple as well to do this same cross-border payments, which is a very big step for Ripple in becoming a very, very big cryptocurrency and a lot of mass adoption. So that's going to be the top 4 reasons for why Ripple could overtake Bitcoin in 2018. I hope you did enjoy. Before we end this video, I just want to tell you about Hashflare and Minergate, which is 2 cloud mining companies which you can earn some passive income, which you can get paid daily, which then you can take those profits and potentially invest in Ripple, which is obviously a very good strategy that I might start doing, because we think if you invest a lot of money in here, you get daily payouts, you can then invest that into Ripple or other cryptocurrencies and even potentially multiply that into more, which is, in my opinion, a very good strategy. Obviously, go out and do your own research and stuff. So yeah, I have these links down below: Hashflare 1-year contract and Minergate a lifetime contract. So yeah, if you want to check them out, they'll be in the description below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.